biscuits. Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan, he's a Corgi, and we're here for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. Tristan's already slid right off my lap when I was leaning forward this morning. Poor little guy. So, we're back for another episode. We did our talk last night on, well, he didn't go, he wasn't feeling well. So I did my talk on animals and business. Glad that's behind me, and now I just have to work on my animal connection cards, which I hope to have available for people between now and Christmas, because they're going to be a great little gift, and they're going to be 52 cards in a little deck that you can use to just pick one out of the deck, and it will suggest an activity to help create a connection between you and your pet. It's for horses, dogs, cats, rabbits, guinea pigs, whatever you have. So most of the cards are universal. Anyway, today, there was a little bit about corgis on my local news, and I freaking missed it, so I was bumming. And it's something about the Queen's Corgi playing in the snow. So if any of my Corgi friends see that on the news or on YouTube, I think it hasn't been out long enough to make it to YouTube, because when I Googled it, I could not find it. Anyway, my Corgi had to go out, and I had to stay with him, so I could not see it on the news. But anyway, it's something about the Queen's Corgi playing in the snow. Are they having snow in England already? I don't know. Anyway, so we missed that. But when I was Googling it, I came across something else very interesting. And that is a study from back in 2014 about dogs and jealousy. So corgis were one of the breeds they studied. They studied dachshunds, pugs, corgis, terriers, and 14 breeds altogether. And this is so interesting. They picked small dogs because they wanted to be able to minimize any kind of a violent reaction. I'm like, really? We're anticipating some kind of, Great Dane to go nuts with jealousy and turn into a rage machine? I don't know. That's some bias right there. But anyway, so they use small breeds, which is interesting too, because small breeds may in fact be more attached to their person, spend more time on their lap, spend more like snuggle time with their person than like a Great Dane would. So that may put a bias in the study anyway, that small dogs are more prone to be jealous than big dogs. And somebody could do a follow-up study using Labradors and some bigger breeds, Golden Retrievers. So what they did, they took these 36 dogs and their people, and their person had to spend time snuggling with a fake dog, an animatronic dog, more about that in a minute, a book that had pop-up pages and sang songs, and with a plastic jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, appropriate for this time of year. So the person had to snuggle these 3 different things and see how the dogs react. So the animatronic dog was something we're all familiar with, the dancing corgi. Notice how Tristan's checking him out. You want to sniff his butt? So it moved and it barked just like the dancing corgi sings. And 86% of the dogs in the study, 36 dogs, did sniff the butt of the animatronic dog, which many people have reported their real corgi meeting the dancing corgi did in fact sniff the butt. So this study was published in PLOS 1 online. It's a peer-reviewed journal. And a couple of people did say that they did a pretty good job with the study. It was done by Christine Harris and Caroline Provost. So what they did was try to see what the dog's reaction was when the person was playing with the toy. And most of the dogs in the study did what my dog would do, which is try to squeeze his way in between the animatronic dog and the person. So if I were to start snuggling this corgi, mine might fall off my lap. Hey, Wobble Corgi, you're so cute. Oh my gosh, you are so handsome. You're the best corgi ever. I don't know what I would do without my dancing corgi. What do you think, Biscuit? I love my dancing Corgi. He has got cute ears. Oh, look at his fuzz buns. I wonder if he can sploot. So Tristan's not exhibiting extreme jealousy because he still is, after all, on my lap. But anyway, they were able to determine that most of the dogs in the study tried to squeeze between the person and the animatronic dog, and that their pet dogs displayed less jealousy with the book and the pumpkin, like markedly less. So they were really jealous of the stuffy dog. So the results of the study say that it suggests that jealousy is triggered by social interactions with other dogs. And any of us who have dogs are like, of course, when you have 2 or 3 dogs and you're snuggling one and the others are jealous, it's totally obvious. They want our attention. They're social animals. They want to be with us. And a dog expert, Patricia McConnell, who wrote For the Love of Dogs, great book, and other famous pet experts did say that the study was well done, but they weren't surprised by the results because anyone who's watched dogs have seen them be jealous like this. And, you know, Tristan's not jealous of a book, but he's a little jealous of the computer when I get that out. And he certainly, when I'm snuggling my stuffed Corgi, George, who I really love, he also will come and try to get snuggles too. I have then 2 Corgis and 2 hands, so it's okay. But when I've had 2 dogs in the past, definitely there's been some jealousy, especially with the puppy and my original Corgi. Hear that, Tristan? That's going to happen to you. And lots of us have had experiences with the new puppy and the old dog being jealous, no matter how much we try to love them up, because the puppies are so cute. They exude so much joy from us. And so the old guys are like, oh my gosh, what am I, chopped liver? And most of us are aware that we need to spend lots of extra time with the old guys when we get a new dog. Right, Bess? He says, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with that puppy. And of course, none of the dogs in the study reacted with this uncontrollable behavior of jealousy and violent conflict that they had anticipated. Now, to their credit, I have had and known many dogs with aggressive behavior towards other dogs that do attack a stuffed dog. That's even with the person not loving that stuffed dog. So it is smart that they had that kind of caution. But truly, anybody with Labradors and Golden Retrievers and 50-pound dogs should write in and let us know. I certainly know my mom's Schnauzer is jealous if my mom is snuggling one of the other dogs. But a lot of these dogs, like my mom's dog, she's very tolerant of my mom snuggling the Cavaliers because she knows she's my mom's dog. She's the special one. She gets to go into her room at night. The Cavaliers are just temporary lap warmers. So there's no jealousy there. The Schnauzer knows she's the top dog for my mom, just like this one knows his mommy loves him. So he's not jealous. Are you? Of the dancing Corgi? He's like, that thing does not smell like a dog. So an interesting study. If you have more than one pet, cats, dogs, try today to see if your cat is jealous of your dog, if you're snuggling a stuffed one, or a book or a jack-o'-lantern. I'm sure we have a few of those still sitting around the house. Pretty funny choices of things they picked for you to be spending time with aside from your actual dog. And anyway, so that's all I have to say today about pets and jealousy. And if anybody sees this story on the news about the Corgis in England, the only Corgi, running in the snow, please share it on Facebook because we all want to see a Corgi in the snow. There are bazillions of videos of Corgis in the snow, by the way, but they weren't the one at the Queen's house this morning that I wanted to see. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Mary. So we will be back tomorrow with another episode of Conversations with a Corgi. I have to teach yoga to my veteran group today, which is great because it's Veterans Day weekend. And then I have to see a horse this afternoon and some other pets. Busy day. Still trying to catch up after the TED Talk. Got to get snow tires on my Buick, having not ever had a car in New England, just trucks. I am very anxious about making sure that car has really good tires on it. So far, it's been a really good car, so I'm happy. And I did refine the heated steering wheel last night because when I was coming back from my other talk, my gosh, it was cold out and it was raining, kind of icy sleet. I had to cover up the garden, and for the next several days, the low at night is going to be around 10. That's January weather. which is funny because we're coming out of September weather. We haven't had normal weather here for a while. But it'll all be fine. We have heated homes and lovely winter wear, so we'll survive. And also for all my horse fans, this weekend is the Equine Affair here in West Springfield, Mass. It starts Thursday and it goes through Sunday. Please check it out online. Affair is spelled A-F-F-A-I-R-E, but even if you spell it another way, you can easily find it. And there are thousands of workshops and speakers, well, hundreds, that you can go and see, and certainly a big shop-a-rama. It's a great place to get blankets on sale. My sister used to buy a lot of blankets when she had a farm with lots of horses, and bridles, and it's a great place where you can look at lots of different saddles, because a lot of people with horses have a tremendously difficult time getting a saddle that fits them and the horse. I mean, I can't even express to you what a crisis this is that they don't make saddles that fit horses and people. But anyway, finding one is like finding a needle in a haystack, literally, and the Giant Equine Affair is a good place to look for a saddle, and certainly to try lots of different saddles without having to drive to 50 tack stores and max out your credit card with saddles sent in the mail. So we'll be doing that. And my friend Wendy Murdoch from Virginia, who does biomechanics and has developed this thing called the Surefoot system. It's like a squishy pad that you have your horse stand on, and it gives them proprioceptive feedback. She's a person who likes to do serious research, and she hasn't had a chance to do that with this yet. But I've been using it with dogs, and it just seems to help them rebalance their body. It's like, well, you can do the same thing yourself, but it's kind of memory foam. So you have your dog stand on it with just his front end on it and his back end off, and vice versa. And it helps them rebalance in their body, and that changes their muscular symmetry. And with a horse, you can really see changes in gait immediately when they trot off after standing on these. So they're super helpful. So Wendy will be talking about that and other biomechanics of riding. And her friend and a friend of mine, Joyce Harmon, who's a holistic vet for horses, will also be up doing a couple of demonstrations, which I don't want to miss. And I haven't seen those gals in a few years, so it'll be really nice to catch up with them. So we might even do a live from the Equine Affair, although I think I'll be there Friday. So we'll see about that. It might be an extra one, or it might be the Friday one, because I do have clients early in the morning on Friday. So it's very exciting. We have that going on. And I will be at the Equus Film Festival in New York City in 2 weekends. And that's going to be a really fun time. Apple, the pony, the miniature horse, who is a service animal, will be back there. Tristan and Apple were very cute together, walking around New York City. So that'll be great. And just a busy time. So thanks for joining us today. And we'll hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Tristan, I'm going to have to move to hit the music, and you're going to fall off that chair. Look at him. He's clinging with his toenails like a cat to stick to that chair arm. Good balance. This is Corgi balance activities here. Put your dog on an arm of a chair. Biscuit. This is Sally Morgan, Tristan Corgi, and the Dancing Corgi animatronic, saying have a great day, and thanks for joining us, and see if your dogs and cats are jealous today. We'll see you soon. Have a great day.